What's up, guys? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create the starting of a landing page, a homepage for a new site that I'm going to be ranking for local SEO. So the goal is to get this site to page 1. So as you can see here, it's Los Angeles graphic designer. That is the low keyword I'm looking for. So the way you're going to want to set this up is you want to start things off by researching a low keyword. So a low keyword is one that doesn't have too much competition, but still has some little amount of traffic coming. Then from there, you're going to want to purchase your domain, transfer your domain to your hosting. So in this case, for hosting, I'm using Siteground, which I'll explain why later. Then you just got to log in and install Hello Theme and Elementor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I made this page. So when you log in, when you go to the website, it looks like this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start from the first page. We're going to add new. So I'm going to call this Home 2. Save draft. Edit with Elementor. Okay, so now when you get to Elementor, you're going to click the gear icon on the bottom left because I want to start with a blank canvas, completely nothing at all. Click on page layout default. Now just kind of highlight over each, just kind of click on each, you'll see default has default page template for your theme, so the theme you have installed, which is Hello Theme. Elementor canvas is no header. Oh, let's go back. No header, no footer, just Elementor. So that's what I'm going to be working with. And here to full width, this template, let's go back. This template includes the header, full width content, and footer. So we're going to go back to canvas, start with a nice blank slate. Perfect. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start, we're going to add one section. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create the hero section. That's going to be this section right here with the photos and the little overlay and text. So what I'm going to do is we're going to find this photo. And the way I found this photo is I went to Pixabay, it was, and I think I just searched, let's see, graphic design. See what comes up, and orientation, we want landscape photos. Yeah, boom, so there it is. So I looked at all the photos. I'm going with this one because a bit of text, not just like a computer screen. Now this is the interesting thing. We're going to click on download photo. So there's the photo, large photo. Now what you'll realize is if I go to file information, you'll see the file size is 1.3 meg. We're going to keep that in mind, 1.3 meg. That's a photo. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to click the plus sign. No, I'm going to go back up top. I'm going to click the 3 sections to edit the hamburger menu, pretty much, to edit the section. I'm going to go to style, backgrounds. I'm going to go for a classic background. So from there, I'm going to add the image. So here we're going to select the file that we downloaded. So here it is. So I just kind of highlight over. You'll see it's 1.25 megs. So essentially, ideally, it'd be set up like this with graphic design books, just to have a better SEO practices. But just for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep this as is. So we're going to open that up. Yep, so when that loads, you'll notice here, it's 323 kilobytes. So I'll show you in a second why that is. And that's one of the main reasons why I like using SiteGround. It's already set up inside, no extra, well, it isn't plugin that's installed, but I'll show you that in a second here. Actually, I'll show you guys that now. So let's go to login, dashboard, SG optimizer. So that's the SiteGround optimizer. And then media optimization. So what's great here is that any new images, we will automatically optimize all new images that you upload to your media library. So that's checked on before I even started editing the site. So that saves you the time of having to go back and re-optimize every image. So in case if ever you do have some old images that are already optimized, you could do that still here by clicking the re-optimize section. And then I also have generate WP copies of new images. So these are much smaller files that load a whole lot quicker. And if I remember correctly, these copies load depending on the device and the internet speed of the person who's searching the website. And then there's lazy load, which pretty much loads images as you scroll down the page. So that's a big plus. We're gonna go back to the main thing. So I'm just gonna put hero cover photo books. Alt text, another great place to work on your SEO and put what's detailed in the information. So if ever someone's using a website reader or people with disabilities that can't quite see, they have little readers that'll read out what the image is instead of because they can't see the image. So we'll insert that. So now that's not quite large enough. So what I want to do is layout, height, minimum height. So we're going to scroll this. Let's go with about 620. So then for style, the photo position, I'm going to go with photo position of, let's see, bottom center. And the size of the photo, we're going to go with cover. Yeah, I think bottom center will do. That should work out. And then also at the top, we're also going to add some padding from the top. 60. Perfect. So the next thing we need to do for this section is we're going to add the background overlay, that nice effect that kind of fades things out so you can see the text. Style, background overlay, background type, classic. Let's pick the color. We'll go with black. Boom. Opacity, we'll bring that up to 87%. Blend mode, we're going to go radial. No, we're not. Okay, let's do this again. No, not overlay. Not multiply. Huh, where did I get this last time? Okay, so I'm going to go to this page. Let's click on background overlay. Okay, so color. So I'm just going to copy this here. So we had it at a gradient. And the second color here is going to be that slight gray. Perfect. Location. Bring it to there. Now the type, we're going to go radial. And the radial, we're going to keep that center. So I'm going to come back to that. So you can see here on the page, Los Angeles graphic, turn your ideas into reality. So the keyword, we're going to put the keyword up to the front because I want to have it as, so we're going to get a heading. Make that an H1. We're going to bring that to the center. Then we're going to turn that color into white. So text color, white, done. So now I'm going to want to add a little header underneath. So a little text underneath. So we're going to add that in there. And for this, I had it as turn your ideas into reality. Same thing here. We're going to have this text as white. And then we're going to go into typography. So we're going to center that as well. We're going to make this text a little bit heavier. We'll try 600. Boom. Now size, we're going to scroll that up a bit so it fits underneath. Done. Yeah, that works. So it's great now. So if we go back to editing the section, this is where we could play with the opacity. So if I have it too low, it's kind of hard to read the white text. Too dark, it's hard on the back. So I like about 90%. That's works enough for you to see. And with radial, the location, so I can kind of zoom it in really small, or have more of a dark section that opens up. So I'm going to have that circle a bit more around there. Boom. Now the only thing left I have missing now is to add a button, so the call to action. So we're going to add that there. We're going to click here. And for this, we're going to say here, book your consultation. Yeah. Book your consultation, default. Now I don't want this, let's see, if medium, yeah, medium sized button. The green does stick out compared to everything else. Style, I'm going to want that button to be more round shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to border type, no, not border type, padding. Yeah, so let me try 100%. Oh, no padding. Border radius. There we go. 100. There you go. So that's more pillow shaped. And what I'm going to do also is have the colors invert when you hover over that. So what I'm going to do here is I got my color picker up here. So I'm just going to click on that. Click on the green. Oh, that didn't save as green. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick a color. We're going to go to font text as white. Background color as the green that's there. Perfect. And we're just going to inverse that when we go to hover. So that way when I click the mouse, or when I slide the mouse over, the colors will switch. So text color is going to turn to green. And the background color is going to turn it. And boom, there you have it. So then all I need to do here, so generally I'll be clicking save draft throughout the whole process. So eventually what's going to happen here is the button will be connected to a particular action. So if we click on the gear icon, that'll lead us to a certain action we want to get done. But for now, I'm going to leave that empty. So the book to console could be either possibly call us or leave us an email. So that may change in the time to come. But for now, just to get started, you want to create that first step by just getting the page done. This picture having the keyword inside the front of the page so that Google knows what you're looking at. So from that, I'm going to click publish. So we're not done yet. So the only thing left I have now to do is Los Angeles graphic design. We want that page title to look like that. So if I open this page, so we'll do is we'll go back to dashboard. Could have seen view page from there. We'll go here, so home 2. So if I click on view, open a new tab, we'll see the top here. It says home to Los Angeles graphic designer. Not really what I want to have there. So quick edit, yeah, so quick edit, we're going to change. So the slug will remain as the URL, but the title we're going to have us graphic designer. Ideas. Period. Let's update that. Now let's refresh this page. Boom. And just like that, the title of the page changes to Los Angeles graphic designer. So now when searching on Google, that essentially will be popping up. So once again, thanks for following for part 1. In part 2, we'll be going into more details of how to get the page more filled up and set up, and also create the services that we're going to have with a menu on top.